Brewery and other elected members of the council speak disparagingly about black people, indigenous people, and others.
There's a white guy with a little black kid bouncing off the effing walls on the floor. There's nothing you can
And what participants believe was a private conversation, racism, colorism, homophobia, and bigotry were exposed like never before. The effort to undermine the political influence of black fellow citizens was specifically targeted by these so-called leaders. Everyday people stormed the doors of City Hall demanding immediate resignations. Even the President of the United States called for resignations. On Thursday, October 12th, 5 to 7 p.m., KBLA Talk 1580 will host a day of dialogue on the anatomy of anti-black racism and bigotry in Los Angeles with an all-star panel of civic leaders. Don't miss this conversation. Thursday, October 12th, live from 5 to 7 p.m. with an encore performance from 7 to 9 p.m. only on KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
Hey Zoe, I'm calling your show, 'cause I need to know. Show me which way to go before I throw my man out the door.
Okay, hold on a second, Keisha. Just let me ask Ronald exactly what's going on, because it takes two to tango, and I need to hear his side of the story.
So she's driving me insane, got stress heavy on my brain. She keeps playing silly games, man, I'm about to bring the pain. We seem to fuss and fight every day and every night. Please give some advice so we can see the light. See the light.
Maya means illusion and is a core concept in the Advaita Vedanta, or non-dual school, of Vedic thought. Maya is thinking you're separate from the divine, while enlightenment is realizing this isn't true, and that there's a deeper reality that transcends the changing world. In the Vedas, this is called Brahman, or pure consciousness. There once was a king named Janaka who struggled with his mind's illusion and discovered instead its truth. During his rule, Janaka's kingdom overflowed with abundance. There was no war, hunger, or poverty, and because he had no problems to solve, Janaka would doze off during his daily meetings with his small council of ministers. While enjoying one such afternoon siesta, Janaka had a disturbing dream. He found himself in a very different kingdom, one rife with famine, disease, and death. Those who were once adorned with precious jewels and gold now shivered as skin and bones, and Janaka saw himself dressed in filthy rags, clutching his last morsel of bread. He felt the hunger so deeply as he anticipated eating that piece of bread, but just then a bird swooped down and snatched the morsel right out of his hand. His screams of agony and desperation woke him up, and he found himself back in his usual kingdom. Yet because the dream seemed so real, Janaka began to question his reality. Is this also a dream, he wondered? His questioning became relentless, so he called all the enlightened teachers from throughout the land. Perhaps they could help him realize if this is all a dream or not. Ultimately, all were turned away except for Ashtavakra, a 12-year-old boy whose body was bent in 8 places. This child saint revealed to Janaka the play of Maya and how to awaken from its illusion. Ashtavakra described to Janaka the difference between the dream during sleep and during waking. In sleep, the objects and characters that appear aren't real. Yet when you're in the dream, you fully believe in their reality. It's the same in the waking state, though you don't realize it. You think everything you see and think is real, when it too is Maya. It's illusion because it appears impermanent, separate, and changing. Ultimately, Maya originates in the...
I'm going to keep with the theme. Deep philosophical questions about relationships. Tonight's topic, relationship Maya. Isn't it interesting that the singer Maya's birthday is today? Maya, the Sanskrit term, illusion. Unraveling the illusion, exploring relationship Maya and its impact on our love lives. Unmasking the illusion, how relationship Maya distorts our love life. Maya, the veil of deception in intimate relationships. Love versus illusion. How relationship Maya shapes our perception. Who I think I am, who I think I should be, who I'm supposed to be. How does that affect your intimate relationships? Relationship Maya, the silent misalignment in love. Oh my goodness. Tonight's topic is so powerful. You know, last week we did relationship samsara, where we delved into the rat race, the hamster wheel of constantly going on this cycle of the same types of relationships. Tonight's topic, relationship Maya, how we delude ourselves, how we lie to ourselves in relationships, how we maintain masks. Relationship Maya delves into the complex matrix of falsehood and pretense that often permeates our intimate relationships, casting a veil over our perceptions of truth and love. This exploration aims to dissect the concept of Maya in the context of intimate relationships, shedding light on the self-deception that can hinder personal growth and distort the quality of the connections we are trying to cultivate. You know I got questions, and I must remind you, this is a non-judgmental space. I love your opinions and perspectives. And I want to hear from LA, because LA is where we stay. LA is where we lay. So I need LA to show up strong tonight. I know the rest of the nation is going to show up, because the nation does that for the voice of reason. But LA is important to me. I was raised in Pasadena. I need to hear from y'all. 1-800-920-1580. Let's get into a couple of questions before we go forward. How does Carl Jung's mask, the persona, relate to the Indian concept of Maya? Notice I said Indian and not Hindu. You do know to the Indian people, being called a Hindu is offensive. It's a racial slur. Did you know that? It was the Romans who came into the Indus Valley and named the people who lived in the Indus Valley Hindu. So they don't like that. You under dig? Boy, I tell you, they show up and just name stuff. No, I saw that recently. Brother Godfrey had on his podcast a group of Indians that were explaining that's somewhat of a slur. 1-800-920-1580. How does Carl Jung's mask, the persona, relate to the Indian concept of Maya, illusion? In what ways do we delude ourselves when it comes to intimate relationships? How do we succumb to self-delusion in our intimate relationships, inviting the concept of Maya into our love life? Is the act of deluding ourselves a form of active self-deception in the realm of intimate relationships? Do you agree or disagree with the Indian concept of Maya, signifying illusion, and its impact on our ability to perceive the truth within our relationships? I want you to call in tonight and share 2 truths and 2 falsehoods about your relationship. You could call in anonymously. I don't mind. Call in and share 2 truths and 2 falsehoods about your relationship. When I come forward, the voice of reason, you already know the VOR's on fire. We're going to keep it cooking.
Reasons. The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Join LA Civil Rights and the Reparations Advisory Commission's Black Experience Study live this fall. Learn about the city's plans for reparations and join the study in real time. For more information and to register, visit laisforeveryone.com today.
At Susan G. Komen, we believe that ending breast cancer needs all of us working together. Because if you've just been diagnosed and don't know where to turn, we've got you. If you can't afford the treatment you need, we've got you. And if you are driven to honor the loved one you've just lost, we have a place for you here. Because of you, we're supporting those who need help today while tirelessly searching for tomorrow's cures. Visit Komen.org and be a part of our Susan G. Komen community today.
As veterans, we're no strangers to helping others.
That's what we were taught, service before self.
But we do have one question for the veterans listening.
When was the last time you reached out for help?
If you or someone you know needs resources, whether it's for stress, finances, employment, or mental health, don't wait. Reach out.
Find more information at va.gov/reach. That's va.gov/reach.
Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
Tired of being locked out of job opportunities and shut down by systemic racism? KBLA stands with you in fighting for the rights of black workers, and we don't black down. The Los Angeles Black Workers Center is a dynamic alliance of workers, organized labor, community-based organizations, clergy, students, and scholars, working collectively to improve the position of the black working class. The LA Black Workers Center takes a comprehensive approach to addressing the black jobs crisis. Their programs promote access to quality jobs, racial equity in hiring and retention, discrimination-free job sites, and they prepare black workers for employment in high-wage, career-track jobs. The Black Workers Center supports workers who need help protecting their rights on the job. They give workers access to quality jobs and remove systemic barriers to employment. To sign up for free career readiness training, get involved in organizing around anti-discrimination, learn about union apprenticeship programs, or sign on to a trade registry, please visit www.lablackworkerscenter.org. That's lablackworkerscenter.org. Together, we can beat the black jobs crisis. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Some of them want to get used by you.
My playlist is my co-host. We've come full circle. When was the last time you heard the Eurythmics on Black Radio, man? That's 1983, man. Sweet dreams are made of this. Many of us are in our relationships dreaming. We are not awake to the reality of who we are to each other, what we are to each other, right? We're not even awake to the reality of who we are to ourselves. We spend so much time manufacturing the mask. The mask is always in need of upkeep. The mask must always go into the service center for maintenance. It has to maintain its beauty, its opulence, because that's why they're with us. Because if they knew us, the true us, they would run right through us. Ladies and gentlemen, the voice of reason is on fire tonight. We're talking about relationship Maya. What defines relationship Maya? Maya, the Indian concept, right, of illusion. Even the Bible tells you that this world is an illusion. The real world is the hereafter, as they say, right? This world is a test world, a matrix of sorts, right? We live in an illusion. So what makes you think your relationship is 100% real? What you conceal makes your relationship unreal. Somebody meme it. Somebody go there right now. Somebody has to meme that. What you conceal from your intimate, significant other makes your relationship unreal. It makes it a falsity. Oh, my goodness. True or false? Maya contributes to varying perceptions of relationship quality, causing disparities between partners' commitment levels. Yeesh. One partner may perceive happiness, while the other partner harbors undisclosed misgivings. I don't know if y'all ready for this level of relationship talk. People want to hear the same old, same old. All we got to do is communicate. Then they don't go deep into that. What does communication mean? They don't understand their communication style. They don't understand attachment theory. They don't understand any of it. They don't understand wounds, unrequited wounds, the needs of unrequited wounds. They don't understand that attachments, your style, can also have attachment injuries, which come from not being able to have those attachments needs met. So sometimes you got an attachment wound. It's heavy stuff. In the matrix of intimate relationships, a subtle yet powerful force often lurks behind the surface. Self-delusion. This self-imposed deception, known as relationship Maya, according to Zoe, weaves an illusory web that distorts our perceptions of truth, love, and authenticity, drawing inspiration from the ancient Indian concept of Maya. This show, right here, right now, live on KBLA Talk 1580, I aim to recontextualize its relevance, in the realm of modern relationships by exploring the ways in which we succumb to self-delusion, the impact of Maya on our ability to perceive and understand and accept the absolute truth of ourselves, and the barrier it poses to personal growth when we don't accept that truth. We are going to embark on a journey tonight towards cultivating self-awareness and embracing the authentic connections that self-awareness can create. I got callers on the line. They want to talk about it. I want to talk to you about it. Let's get busy. And if you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call me at 1-800-920-1580. Can you name 2 truths and 2 falsehoods about yourself and your relationship? Are you brave enough? Do you have enough courage to do so? 2 truths 2 falsehoods. Somebody said, I like peanut butter and jelly. I want a real truth and some real falsehoods. You could be anonymous if you like. 1-800-920-1580. Let's have this conversation. Who's been on the longest? By seconds, Sean from Reno, Nevada. Get in here.
Hey, brother. Well, great conversation, and illusions happen all the time. I mean, you're in L.A., and I don't even want to get there with Hollywood, right? I mean, if you're not perceived to be like very successful, it's a hard place to be unless what you just said to do. Because I'm older, I've been through a lot. So here's a couple of truths. Couple of truths are I've been through, number one, I've been through a lot with my better half, and it wasn't all peaches and cream. That's one. The other one is, family issues, like with brother-in-laws and family issues and all that kind of thing. I wasn't always in agreement, and I would just say it, that I didn't agree with it. But here's the self-deception part. And maybe I can only give you one, but my better half, I'm not at home right now, obviously. I'm in Reno. But my better half went out with all the girls to Vegas, right? And they did the, I don't know what it's called, the something Mike show, the Magic Mike show or something. If I got that wrong, I apologize. There's some big show where basically it's a bunch of guys, strippers, in a big show. We're talking Vegas, right? This isn't a strip club. Mm-hmm. But they go out there and a bunch of the girls have fun and all that, and then they stay up past. Then after that, they go to a club listening to some DJ. My wife sent me a text. She said, I go, what'd you do after the show? Because I don't care if you go to, I don't care anything she does. She can do whatever she wants. I'm there with her. But I said, what'd you do after the show? We went and listened to a DJ. But I said, nah, you went to a club. So here's my admission. I was a little jealous.
Come on, Sean. Like, tell the truth and shame the devil, brother. Come on.
It's the truth, because I know men out there, even if they're younger, and my hot lady, my hottie, my baddie out there with all these young bucks, I know they were hitting on her. I'm not dumb. So I was a little jealous. And I told her when she got home, but I not let her have her fun. She can do whatever she wants. This is how we roll. Mm-hmm. But I did communicate the truth afterwards. I was like, I'm out here doing my thing, different kind of a situation with my son, and everything's good, and things are going in the right direction, thank goodness. But I have to tell you, that's a truth. And not to communicate that, I think would have been an error in my part, and I think it's better. That's what communication is. It's okay to say when hey, I'm so happy you're having fun, but I have to admit I was a little jealous and a little worried, to be honest.
Right.
Because they're out there. She's with people. I know a few of the people, but I don't know all the people. And so they were probably, I know she was drinking and that kind of thing. And then I don't know the other people. I don't know if they're like, hey, super party animals, which is fine too. But I just had to be honest. And sometimes you just have to confront that. And then as long as you say, I don't think you did something, you know what I mean? As long as I didn't say, oh, what, were you cheating on me or something? No, I didn't do that. And I think that's very important. It's just, hey, I was a little concerned. I'm glad everything worked out, and I'm glad you had a good time. But, yeah, I was a little jealous and a little concerned.
And I love the transparency here. You told the truth. Hey, I was a little scraped by it. Man, my girl fine, too. I be scraped.
Yeah. I mean, hey, and when I go and do my thing with the guys, she so the exact thing she texted me back. She goes, yeah, but you're going to be going here and there and all of that, and just know the same thing. I want to make sure you're alive when you wake up in the morning, so, and then it sparks a little conversation, right? Because, you don't want to go through life where you're just like checking the boxes and every day doing the same thing like Groundhog Day, the movie.
Right.
No, you don't want to do that, try to make something different happen. You want to, that's what communication is, because now we can have a conversation and say, look, I don't care who you go with or whatever. Just make sure you let me know, like, you're safe. And if there's a crazy person in your group or whatever doing all kinds of crazy stuff, you don't have to tell me the details, but just let me know. Then I'm like, cool, because I got crazy dudes when I go out and, they're single and stuff, and I'm not single forever. But us dudes, we can, I don't follow someone else, but I'm also not going to leave the group and say, oh, you guys are too, going over the top.
I got you. Hey,
so
Sean.
anyway,
hey, man, always, brother. Man. I appreciate you. Reno, Nevada is in the building. Reno, Nevada is in the building because of Sean. You already know how he does. Let me grab JW real quick. JW from South Central, the first in L.A. Let me just say this, J-Dub. I'm going to have to carry you over, so be prepared to hold on for me, okay? But what are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
Well, actually, man, I haven't been in a relationship in a while. This is why I listen to you so I can learn and be prepared for the final and last relationship I will have an endeavor with. But my main point is, back in the day, I do realize one of my faults, or as you said, the positive and negative, I can't think of the way you phrased it, the comment, but I used to always say, I keep it real 100. And
Wait. This is what I need you to do. I just need you to hang in there. I got to come forward because I got to deal with news, traffic, and sports. But when we come forward, we're going to get right to the meat and potatoes of what you want to talk about. Let's do it.
Moving on, hold your head up, moving on, keep your head up, moving on, hold your head up, moving on, keep your head up, moving on, hold your head up, moving on, keep your head up.
He's on fire tonight. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Amber Payton. Here's the latest on the Black Information Network. The U.S. Supreme Court will hear arguments on a South Carolina redistricting issue this week. It's part of a legal battle over the redistricting of South Carolina's 1st Congressional District, which was redrawn in 2020. The new map splits Charleston County voters between the 1st and 6th Congressional Districts. Civil rights groups oppose the redrawing, alleging it is racial gerrymandering. A federal 3-judge panel previously ruled that the boundaries were intentionally manipulated to the disadvantage of black voters. A handful of Georgia Republicans are trying to start an investigation into Fulton County's district attorney. WXIA reports 8 GOP senators have submitted a complaint to the newly created Prosecuting Attorneys Qualification Commission, claiming Fonnie Willis, who is black, has been politically cherry-picking cases. Governor Brian Kemp previously said he's seen no evidence that the DA has engaged in any unethical or illegal behavior. That's the latest. I'm Amber Payton on your home for 24/7 News, the Black Information Network.
Wendy's new breakfast 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles lets you choose from your fave 4, including a sausage or egg and cheese biscuit, small seasoned potatoes, or medium hot coffee. Limited time only during breakfast hours. U.S. price and participation may vary. Not valid in a combo. Single item at regular price.
Follow the leader. KBLA Talk 1580. Follow the leader.
If you're not following KBLA Talk 1580 on all of our socials, then you're missing out. Download our app and find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and on the web at KBLA 1580.
That's right.
Again, you can find all of our socials at KBLA 1580.
We've got a lot to talk about.
By the way, if you miss any of our weekday shows in real time, you can always catch up by checking out the podcast of your favorite shows at your leisure. At KBLA Talk 1580, we've got your black.
Follow the leader. Oh my God. Follow the leader. Follow the leader. Follow the leader. Follow the leader. Follow the leader.
We're celebrating 1 year of the K. From checking out the vibrant art and diverse dining in Lamert Park to cheering on your favorite team in Inglewood, you can choose your own adventure when you ride the Metro K-Line. Leave the car at home and go Metro. Visit metro.net/K-Line.
Only 1 in 5 people with autism are employed, despite many having the skill set and desire to work.
Maybe it's because employers don't know what kind of jobs they can do. Like, what about a programmer?
That's a job for someone with autism.
How about a healthcare worker?
Yep, That is too. People with autism can do a lot of different jobs, but often get overlooked due to outdated stigmas. Introducing WIN by Autism Speaks. We help businesses lead the way in inclusive hiring.
What about a ranch hand?
To learn more, go to autismspeaks.org/win.
Hello?
Man, where are you? I thought you were coming.
I can't. I'm in bed with the flu.
The flu? Whoa. Grandma's about to crowd surf. Man, I'll call you back.
Don't get stuck at home with the flu. A flu shot is safe, effective, and you can get it at the same time as your COVID-19 vaccine. A flu shot is the best way to prevent the flu and its potentially serious complications. Don't get flu FOMO. Learn more at getmyflushot.org.
Brought to you by the AMA, CDC, and the Ad Council.
No young person should ever have to worry about having a safe place to sleep at night, or whether anyone cares about them.
But the reality is, 1 in 10 young adults will experience a form of homelessness this year.
For over 50 years, Covenant House has been helping youth in crisis and giving them the support and tools they need to succeed in life. To learn more, go to covenanthouse.org today. Thank you for caring.
Hey, son. How are you feeling?
I'm fine, Pops.
What's on your mind?
I can't explain it. Navigating without a compass, eyes waiting, started to wonder. Metamorphosis, the loss of who you thought you was.
When your kid can't find the language, help them find the lyrics. Listen to the Sound It Out album and get tips and tools to start a conversation at sounditouttogether.org. Brought to you by Ad Council and Pivotal Ventures.
KBLA Talk 1580.
We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 joins you in standing for education as a right, not a privilege. Charles R. Drew University of Medicine and Science is a private, non-profit, community-founded, student-centered university committed to cultivating diverse health profession leaders who are dedicated to social justice and health equity for underserved populations. CDU does this through outstanding education, clinical service, and community engagement. Recently, Charles Drew University made history by opening only the 5th medical school at an historically black university. Congratulations, South LA, and congratulations to the dean of the medical school, Dr. Deborah Protho-Stith. CDU is now training doctors and providing $90 million in annual economic benefit to Watts and surrounding neighborhoods. To apply for medical school, get more information, or sign your child up for the Junior Doctors Saturday School program, visit cdrewu.edu. That's cdrewu.edu. At KBLA, we are dedicated to equity in education and ending healthcare apartheid, and we don't black down. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
This is KBLA Talk 1580. Talk radio. That's music to your ears. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
Just had a fight with my woman over something trivial told. We rarely have confrontation. Admit that I said really was bold. I think she get it from my mama. Her bitterness passed down from old. When I'm calling out her drama, she too defensive to listen, I'll call so. Looking at, I got problems. You got the type of advice that I need. I couldn't get through on the mention series. Dana was hogging up the time that I need. Between working or being so clingy. Plus the time zone difference don't make it more easy. So I figured I'd call in early. Turn my life down, mercy, I got through. You tuned in, yeah. So just lay back your mind. Something new. Everybody tuning in the zone. Cause he is freezing, yeah.
There's 6 types of delusions and delusional disorder. First, there's erotomanic type. This is when you believe that someone is in love with you. And we sometimes see this kind of delusion in people who stalk. Next is grandiose type. With this delusion, you believe that you have a great talent or insight that people just haven't discovered yet. Religious themes often get pulled into the grandiose type of delusions. The third type is somatic. It involves delusional beliefs about body functions or sensations. A fourth type is jealous type, and with this, the person believes that their partner is unfaithful. A fifth type is persecutory. With this type, the person feels that they're being conspired against, spied on, or poisoned. The last type is mixed type, and this is where no specific theme predominates. And you may have features of a few of the types.
This why I say, see, I'm laying out how people are delusional, right? Delusion, how one deludes themselves, is a type of relationship maya. You know you dated one of them, or a mixture. Most of us have dated a mixed version of that, right? That kind of delusional person. Yes, that's Dr. Tracy. You know she's going to hit us upside the dome piece on our way home from Jones Beach. But many times we act as if, nah, this is a good person, or this is person right here, nothing's wrong. You know, that enhancement bias, we want to delude ourselves a little bit to think that we found the one. Sometimes the one actually means the wrong one. Listen, how often do you delude yourself when you're desperate to make a relationship work? Relationship maya. We are merging the psychological framing of what is determined as delusional with the ancient Hindu, excuse me, that's disrespectful, with the ancient Indian concept of maya, illusion. How many times have you discovered that you were dating an illusion? How many times have you discovered that you yourself were the illusion that was looking for an illusionary soulmate? You wasn't telling yourself the truth. 1-800-920-1580. Call me. We got callers on the line. Let's get our brother JW from LA back in the building. JW, you were saying...
Yeah, like I was saying, back in the day when I was younger, I used to always brag on saying I'll keep it 100. And when I was with my high school sweetheart, I actually was keeping it 100. But as I got older and mature and society, influenced me, and I started dating somebody years later. I called myself keeping 100, but actually I was being 95.5% true, but the other 5% was the falsehood and a hidden agenda. And that's why I always speak on motive or intention now and present tense, because I look back with hindsight and realize my faults and my character flaws. But anyway, fast forwarding to the future, I have a comment, and I would like for you to answer it if you think you can. Now,
I might not be able to now. Hell, it might be too difficult of a question. Go ahead.
Well, I'm going to simplify it. Well, now I believe I'm back to my original self, where I'm using, spirituality and not trying, but actually being genuine and allowing the Holy Spirit to influence me, as well as doing the will of God to the best of my ability. Mm-hmm. But still yet, I might say I'm keeping the 100, but actually, I do realize sometimes I might use discretion and keep certain things to myself, because I genuinely believe, in terms of the word of the Bible, that timing is everything. There's a time and place for everything.
Come on.
So I'm selective with exposing the complete totality of me, myself, and I.
I 100% agree with you. Lord have mercy, I 100% agree with you. You can't give it all out at the beginning, right? Slowly over time,
right
you
there.
reveal more and more and more. I get it. You open up more and more and more. I got it. Yeah.
Yeah. And if I have enough time to add this quick comment, I can recall when I was a younger man in my mid-20s, a sermon I heard at church about, he made the reference to being a billboard. He said when you first engage in a relationship with a person, you don't be a giant billboard advertising everything about you, because you may scare a person away being too real or too frank or too blunt and direct or too candid.
Fire. I love it, brother. I love it. JW, guess what you did? You brought Los Angeles, South Central in the building. If you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call me at 1-800-920-1580. Get ready. John 15:19. If you were of the world would love you as its own. But because you are not of the world, but I chose you out of the world, therefore the world hates you. We live in a world where we get our self-esteem from what the world gives us. But what we could give ourselves, right, through self-awareness, right? What we could give ourselves could purify our relationships, because it would allow us to be true. It would allow us to be honest. Once we got honest with self and learned to accept ourselves as we are. So many of us, man, we're mask manufacturers. I know people don't want to hear it. I know people don't want it like this tonight. But are you married to the mask? Are you married to pretense? Are you married to Maya, illusion? When was the last time you sat yourself down and told yourself the absolute unabridged truth about yourself without judgment? When was the last time you did it? When we come forward, we going to Denver, Colorado, because I know I'm going to get hit upside the head with this fire. And then, of course, Dallas, Texas is in the building. We all over the map. If you want to bring your city in the building, you know the deal. 1-800-920-1580. We got a lot to talk about.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
Happy birthday, Metro K-Line. Whether traveling for business or pleasure, it's time you made today a K-Line day. The K-Line can connect you with fun, food, friends, and family from Crenshaw to Inglewood in one safe, clean, comfortable ride. Take the K-Line today and experience the diversity that makes LA such a great place to live, work, and play. Make it a K-Line day. Go Metro. Visit metro.net/K-Line.
My mom has decided to learn to paint, and she's good.
My dad's now into creative cuisine, and I've already put on 6 pounds.
Learning new things comes with age.
My mom, she started forgetting my name and what we're talking about.
Forgetting well-known things doesn't. Memory loss may be a sign of Alzheimer's disease. Early detection gives you and your loved one time to plan for the future. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's at 10signs.org. Brought to you by the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
If you're like me, 60 and retired, making ends meet, especially here at the supermarket and drugstore, is tough. I'm so blessed to have found benefitscheckup.org. It's a free and confidential website from the National Council on Aging that connected me to $1,200 a year in programs that help pay for food, medicine, utilities, and more. Maybe it can help you. benefitscheckup.org.
Anyone can choose to make a difference. You can help people succeed, rebuild after disasters, protect the environment, or feed the hungry. Not only will you make a difference for others, but for yourself. You can earn money for college, learn career skills, and make friendships that last a lifetime. Make a difference. Choose your future. Choose AmeriCorps.
KBLA Talk 1580 stands for Unity and Healing. African Focus Incorporated is a nonprofit organization based in California that focuses on the growth and well-being of Africans all around the world. Their mission is to promote the well-being of people of African descent through knowledge and appreciation of one another by building a bridge of love and understanding. African Focus Incorporated strives for cultural, educational, and economic growth. They're the organization behind the African Family Induction Ceremony, African Goodwill Awards, African Focus Trailblazer Tours, African Dance Competition, and Showcase Los Angeles, Family Day, Good News Windows Microfinance Project, and more. To volunteer, travel with African Focus, or to attend one of their community building events, please call 310-676-7730. That's 310-676-7300. Or visit AfricanFocus.org. This is a diaspora-wide community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Wow. Yes.
Now I've heard talk of angels.
Take your time.
But never thought I'd have one to call mine.
My.
See you. Just too good to be true.
Yes.
And now,
take your time.
This is not some kind of mirage with you.
Take us home.
Am I dreaming? Well. Am I just imagining you're here in my life?
Ladies and gentlemen, my playlist is on fire this evening. Yeah. The playlist is crazy. That's Atlantic Star. Am I dreaming? Most of us are dreaming. We want to stay in the dream because we are afraid of the reality. I know you don't want to hear it, but I have to use the airwaves, efficiently. I have to deliver unto you a message. Y'all knew that Krishnamurti was going to be a part of this discussion. And this is what he says. Without ending sorrow, there is no love. Sorrow is part of your self-interest, part of your egotistic, self-centered activity. You cry for another, for your son, for your brother, for your mother. Why? Because you have lost something that you are attached to. Something which gave you companionship, comfort, and all the rest of it. With the ending of that person, you realize how utterly empty, how lonely your life is. Then you cry. And there are many people ready, and you slip very easily into that network, that trap of comfort. There is comfort in God, which is an image put together by thought, or comfort in some illusionary concept or idea. And that's all you want is comfort. Oh, Lord, 1-800-920-1580. The mask is comfortable. The delusion is comfortable. But you never question the very urge, the desire for comfort. You never ask whether there is any comfort at all, or whether one needs to have a comfortable bed or chair. That you never ask the question, why do I pursue comfort so relentlessly? You never ask whether inwardly, it is an illusion which has become your truth. You understand? An illusion can become your truth. The illusion that you are God, that there is a God, that God has been created by thought, by fear. If you had no fear, would there be no God? So this is a very complex problem of our life. Why we are so shallow, empty, filled with other people's knowledge and with books. Why we are not independent, free human beings to find out why we ourselves are still fearful. This is not a rhetorical question. It is a question each of us must ask. In the very asking and doubting, there comes freedom. And without freedom, there is no sense of truth. I know people don't want to hear it that way tonight, but I'm going to give it to you. Unraveling the illusion. Exploring relationship Maya. Is your relationship real because you are? How can your relationship be real if you are not? Oh my God. Here we go. Cali Soul, Denver, Colorado. Get in here.
Ooh, child.
What happened? What'd I do?
Lord, why you on here messing with these people like this? Why you doing this to us, though?
What happened?
Can I have my temper tantrum?
Yes, you can have it. Go ahead. Have a tantrum.
Let me tell you something. For all the big mamas out there, for my big mama, for your big mama, and all the ancestral big mamas, you don't tell me how to run my life. Now that I done got that out the way, Lord have mercy, this right here.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
We come across people, and we won't allow space for folks to be who they are, who they say they are, who they show us they are, and y'all ain't gonna like this, but especially us ladies. We are very good at
You got Andy in there clapping. Andy is in there clapping. Go ahead. Say it again. Say it one more time.
That's why ain't nobody called you tonight, Uncle, because you all up in the gumbo. Like, what are you doing with your spoon in my gumbo?
Tasting it. Let me see if you got it seasoned right.
What in God's greenery? Yeah. Us ladies, I can't speak from the men's standpoint. It could be the same thing for them, but I will speak from our standpoint because I see it all the time. We love to have our illusion of what we think somebody is. We project it on them, sometimes letting them know what the script is, and other times not letting them know what the script is. I recently have been popped all upside my head. So then when you put this subject out here tonight, I'm like, is he been in my business? He been reading my journal?
I'm just tapped into the universe. That's all.
So I remember a few months back. I'm walk this journey with me right quick. If we got
walking.
time. I know we.
That's all right. You got time. Go ahead.
I remember a few months ago that young lady, Krishan Rock and Blueface, their whole story was all over the place. And I was like, why am I so annoyed with this young lady and this situation and this young man and just how it's playing out from what we can see, right? Because this is what they putting out there and then what the real truth is. But from what we can see and what I've seen is she's a very delusional young lady because in her mind, he's going to be what she wants him to be. He's going to show up the way she wants him to show up. Even if he ain't doing it right now, if she stick around long enough, that's what it seems like she believes,
Mm.
he'll change. So much so that she went and got her some surgeries done. She done put how many ever tattoos of the man's name on her body, on her face, on her temple, on her crown.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I'm like, why am I so annoyed by this young lady? Well, I sat with myself and I did some introspection. And I said, uh-oh, here we go.
Lord.
Because I seen where in my own relationship, I came across this person and I said, you're going to be what I want you to be. And continue to, and I shared my script. I'm not a stingy script keeper. I'm a good writer. I like to share with the actors and such. So, you know, I call myself Sharon, and this man has clearly stated, I'm not that. I'm not doing that. I ain't showing up as that. But me, I'm like, yeah. You'll change your mind. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna get you to change. You know, like I said before, we don't realize it, but it's a form of sorcery that we be doing.
I realize it. Hey, go ahead. I'm listening.
So we be thinking we be doing.
No, wait.
But,
hold on, because you cooking so well right now. People need to understand what you are actually laying down. So listen, when we come forward, I need you to really drill down on the sorcery, the magic of it all. Just stay with me, Callie. When we come forward, we going back to Denver, Colorado.